Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the flight deck. We are many hours into our flight as we head up towards Las Vegas. We've got about 75 miles to go before we are at top of descent, and we start heading down. The sun is set and just kind of gone. We got the last vestiges of sunlight on the horizon over there, but we're doing good. We've burned through almost 100,000 kilograms of fuel, and as you can see, we're coming up on top of descent. So the winds currently down in Vegas are showing 0.8, but the TAF says it's going to swing to a 2.6 right around the time we get there. So we've planned for runway 2.6 left. We'll see what happens. Even if it's still 0.8 when we land, we're looking at a tailwind of no more than 5 knots, which is well within the capabilities, and the runway is 2 miles long, so won't be an issue there. So we're going to go into our descent preparations as we come in. So our approach briefing, we're coming in, as you can see, we got our top of descent. We're going to be coming on the Ishi to arrival, and then we're going to be making a right-hand turn heading over Lake Mead, where we'll make a left-hand turn and intercept the ILS. For the landing, we'll be landing on 2.6 left, 10,500 foot runway. We'll probably come in off of Alpha 5 or Alpha 6. We'll then cross 2.6 right up to Bravo, and then we're going to turn right on Bravo and taxi all the way to the east end, which is where the cargo apron is, and we'll be parking down there. And looking good. So we can start getting everything set up. We're going to go into our initial reference. We're going to be landing flaps 30 today. That's going to give us a reference of 158 and a landing speed of, 153, landing speed of 158. And that is all good. We'll now tune in our frequencies on our RadNav page, our NavRad page. So we're going to be expecting the ILS Zulu 2.6 left, which means we want 111.5. That is correct, with a course of 259. That is also correct. We can tune in the Las Vegas VOR at 116.9. We'll hard code that one in. And we're also going to put in the Boulder City VOR. That's going to be an overfly, and that's 116.7. And we'll be crossing over that one, so we'll put that one in as well. So those frequencies are all good and set. There we go. Let's see, auto brakes. We're going to go auto brakes 2 for this arrival. And minimum, so we're going to be doing the straight in ILS. It is 2,269 feet, so we can start cranking that in now. A little quicker than I thought it would. 2,269. There we go. That is now set. We'll also get our baro in and ready. Current weather here has winds at 090 at 5 as mentioned, 10 miles of visibility, few clouds at 10,000, broken at 18,000, overcast 25,000, 13 degrees. QNH is 3010. So we will get that in. We're going to switch back over to inches of mercury, and 3010 is set in the standby, ready to go. So we're going to be descending right down to our intercept altitude. That is 3,800 feet. So we'll crank down on that, and that will take us all the way down. We do have some restrictions as we go. both above and belows and hard-coded restrictions. And we'll cover those as we head downwards. We're currently over Texas. We're just coming up towards, I guess, the Arizona border, and then from there we cross into Nevada. There's our turn. And we're looking good. And we have step climbed up to 40,000 feet as we've gotten lighter as we burn the fuel. Alright, so the FMA is confirmed. We are speed LNAV VNAV path. And we are prepped for descent. The relief crew is in the back with the cargo handlers. And primary crew will be flying her in tonight. Should be a nice night. We should be landing a couple hours before midnight. So we'll be able to park the aircraft, get a bite to eat for dinner, and then head out for the fireworks on this New Year's Eve. Probably not a lot of people going to be watching this when as it's live, given that it is New Year's Eve, but that's fine. 156 miles to go, and considering we started with something like 5,300 and something, it has been a long flight. I've got 11 hours 4 minutes since pushback, so we're pretty good. Where does this clock come up? Just out of curiosity. There it goes. Should probably use that next time. I forgot it was there actually. Just crank our heading bug around in case we need it. Not expecting to. Should be pretty quiet as we come in. Alright. So we'll get our data on, see our time to the waypoints. And our first restriction is at Petty. And that is a 14,000 foot restriction at 250 knots. So we will keep that in mind as we come in. Transition level 18,000 feet as per normal in North America, and we do have some terrain in the area. I've already gone in and set up my 10 and 4 mile rings. We're going to land on runway 26, so I'll put in the center line. Should be 079 as our reciprocal. So if we go into our fixes, it will be 079. That slash, 20 miles. Alright, so maybe that will give us a visual line. It's more than 20 miles, but that's okay. That is our runway center line. Four miles from top of descent, we have 30 tons of fuel. 30.7 says we should land with 28.7, so our fuel is good. And we are just about to start down. to go. There we go. Throttle's coming back, being out of speed. Coming down to intercept the profile. So one thing I have not tuned in is the Peach Springs VOR. That's this next one here. Drag required on and off. We'll let her settle in. We may not need it. We'll have to see. The barber pole max speed is going to slowly increase as we get lower and as our speed's increasing. So we'll just hold it there. And we'll just monitor as we come down. I'm going to come into 80 miles on the primary just so we can see everything. We should be 14,000 feet here at Petty, which is 40, 60, 75 miles away. So we should be good. You can see we're back to 1950. So we're descending nicely. And everything's looking good. For the ease of transition, when this hits 280, we're going to select that just to hold it there so we don't get too fast and have to slow down too much before Petty. Because as I mentioned, we do have that speed restriction, which is higher than normal for 250, but that's fine. Again, 250 at 1400. There's our speed going through, so we're going to come over here and we will 280, and we'll try to hold her there. Engine's coming right back to idle. Hopefully as the air thickens up, that'll help us control our speed as well. And we're going to be landing facing the basically downtown Las Vegas and the Strip, so hopefully we can see all the hotels and everything there. Should look nice. Speed's holding around 288. Yeah, not much to see outside. I mean, there's the aircraft there. A big dark mass in the sky. I don't even have a moon out tonight, apparently. Or it hasn't risen yet. So it is dark. So we're going to be back again tomorrow on New Year's Day. We're going to be in Japan at 1930 Zulu, flying the next leg in our Japan series. Hope you can join us. And I'll give the usual speech. You know the routine. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when videos and live streams come out. Hit the like button and leave a comment. Say hi. Everything helps the channel, helps us grow. We're slowly working our way up. I mean, we just do this for fun, but it's a community, and we like to fly together. Speaking of which, if you want to fly along with us, you are more than welcome to do so. You can come over to our Discord, link in the description. You can find out what we're flying, when and where. All our streams, we stream at the moment roughly 6 times a week, depending on what's going on, are either multiplayer, such as today's flight, or on VATSIM, and you can join in, find out where we are, what aircraft we are, everything from GA to big airliners and all around the world. As mentioned, we're going to be in Japan. Full moon out in Europe. Yeah, I knew it was a full moon recently. Yeah, I guess it's coming up late here. So yeah, you can come along and join in like Kevin's doing. He's behind us in an A330 freighter. And the options are there. If you really want to help support us, consider joining the channel for the price of a latte a month. You can help us get new aircraft, such as the A330 or A300 we just picked up, and we'll be seeing in the new year, and airports and all that nice stuff that we can take a look at before you do, and you can decide whether you want to buy them or not. Let's get the seatbelts on for the guys in the back. Just let them know we're coming down. We're almost up to 300 knots. After we make the turn here at PGS, we're going to start in with the speed brake, and we'll start slowing the aircraft down. And once below 285, we can start putting in some flaps. We can actually go flaps 5 above 250, so that will help control our descent. We're 3.5 miles from Peach Springs, and we got some high terrain here, 11,000 foot mountains. Can't see them. If it wasn't so dark out, we probably could. This is a nice arrival. We've flown in this area a lot. We've taken jets and GA airplanes down through the Grand Canyon, and I think we've overflown the strip at sunset, which was really nice. Haven't been out here in a while though. I think we flew here in Aurora the last time we were here, coming out of Vancouver, when we were doing that series of flights. So that's us over Peach Springs. We're heading out to Petty now, named after Richard Petty. Not spelled the same, but that's okay. So speed slowly creeping, so we're going to come out, get the speed brakes out, start slowing us down. We want to get her down to that 250. So below 285, we'll come out with flaps 1, and below 265, we can go flaps 5. But we are coming down at a fair clip, so we'll set our bug down to 250. There we go. And we're below 300. It's kind of Vegas area in front of us there. Alright, as we're coming down to 20,000 feet, we're going to throw on the terrain radar just for assist. I can't remember if it works in this aircraft or not. But we do have some terrain we'll be flying around, so might as well get it on. So we're below 285, we're going to go flaps 1. Start slowing down a little quicker, come in on the speed brakes. There's 265, so we'll go flaps 5. It's going to bring us back to 250. 18,000 feet, switch over to local pressure. Oh, there's that damn checklist. Again, we don't use it. I got my own printed checklists. Caution. Oh, come on. Get her back to the fuel page. There we go. So 250 knots coming up for Petty. And we are looking good. It is dark outside. We do not have the dome light on. But we are looking good. It is dark outside. We do not have the dome light on. We do not have the dome light on. So Boulder City is vectors to final approach coast. We're gonna head with it. We're gonna head out northeast and then come around for the ILS. As we can already see, the ILS is showing IRLE is correct, 259er, and that is showing the correct information. A little bit of cloud there. As mentioned, it's a high cloud. Alright, 40 miles coming up. We'll switch that over. Slowing our descent down so we can make sure we hit 14,000 feet at Petty. It is a hard limit. The next hard limit we have is Preno at 8,000 feet. And then we'll be heading downwards from there. So we do have some mountains and terrain below us. Crossing over top of now. Not sure why my speeds are all over the place here. There's the turn. So we have a maximum of 210 at Preno. So we're going to come down to 225 for the Boulder City VOR, which means we'll be going down to flaps 10. Just crossing over those ridges. Right now, I think they're about 5,000 or 6,000 feet in altitude. And we have a wind farm in front of us, apparently. Down below. There's the main highway coming up through the valley. And there's town Lake Mead. Hoover Dam's off in this direction over here. Hey, Brian. Good evening. How was your day? Hope it was either productive if you wanted it to be, or nice and relaxed if that's what you were after. So after Ishii, I think we're going to start heading down again towards Boulder. Yeah, we've got our restriction of 8,210 at Boulder. So as mentioned at Preno, so at Boulder City VOR we'll go 225 and we'll be sending it down. Fuel is good, 29.2, lots of flying today. Excellent. Glad you could get it in. Somehow we lost our path indicator. There we go. I don't want speed, I want VNAV path. Speed 220. and that's one hell of a dive there. So we're gonna fix that as it's choked on itself a little bit, and we will manually work this. 220 on the speed. It's at Ottawa, Halifax, Ottawa, Toronto, Washington. Oh, nice. All right, so we are below 245. We're going to go flaps 10. Looks like we're going to be manually doing the descent now as well, as our VNAV path has kind of decided I don't want to work anymore. Yeah, it's all those capitals you put in there. Why it was diving for 2800, but actually I think it got up into the 3000 feet per minute, which is not good. All right. Bring our angle down a little bit. Wants us above 6,000 at Boulder, which we will be, or we should be. Actually, that's probably angling for the 3,800 there. So let's push this out a little bit to 1,100 feet per minute. See where that lands us. We're supposed to be 8,000 at Prino. Oh, it looks like our thing has come back. So let's see if that'll give us our thing again. And if I take over there, we can hold it at 220. And no, we are diving down again. So that is not right. Okay, no problem, Brian. You have a Happy New Year as well, you and the family. And we will see you in the skies, hopefully. All right, I'm going to bring our descent to 400. There's Boulder City Airport over there. We're going to... actually, we're going to stay right where we are here. We'll keep that at 0 vertical speed at the moment. And we're going to go into altitude hold. Yeah, see you in 2024. It's 205. We're going to want 210. So let her build up. This is why you always got to kind of maintain and be on the aircraft and what they're doing. So we're going to come back to 10 miles here. I've got the 20-mile window there. See, we're going to come around and then should be intercepting. So there's localizer is showing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly start down at 500 feet per minute, since it is going to cut us off from Prino as we go in. And we'll see where the glide slope comes in. And there's our hold. If we've got to do our missed approach, come around and hold. Final wind check. And winds are still 90 at 5 knots, that's fine, and 3010. But that was an hour ago, so we'll see what actually happens in a minute. If we do get a final update. So we're making this turn, slowly descending down. And then we're going to swing around for the localizer. 17 miles out from the airport. Looking very nice. The big bird is doing well. And we are below 235, so we're going to go flaps 20 and hold her at flaps 20. Should begin our turn to the right. There's the airport over there. I think that's the Air Force Base up there. We're going in on 26 left, which is the left-hand one there. And there's our turn. Increase our descent to 700 feet per minute. Localizer's alive. We are going to blow through the center line as we come around in this beast. We'll pick it up on the other side. Looks like we got an aircraft departing out towards me. Showed up on KLAS. There he is. And there's the glide slope. Alright, and my Navigraph just decided to go blank on me again. Really getting tired of this thing doing that. Let's reload it. Approach mode is active. And there we are, lining up for the runway. There's glide slope and localizer. So our missed approach altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. That is set. Well, 12 miles out, we are 210 knots. Lined up on the runway. And we'll bring the speed back to 185. 185 is set. And we're below 200, so flaps 25. 10 miles, gear down. Yeah, I know. Gear's coming down. So we get the speed brakes to arm. Should be that. Speed brakes armed. There we go. So 185, 8 miles coming up.
2,500.
Oh, hey, look at that. Happy New Year, everybody. We got fireworks over Las Vegas. Let's see if we can see them. There we go, over the strip there. There's the Luxor. Fantastic. Happy New Year as we come in. There's 6 miles coming up, so we're going to go 153 plus 5, 158. Speed is slowing, gear down. Flaps full. So gear down 3 green, flaps are full. Oh, I never put the lights on. Ah, you idiot. Oh, that's what you get. There we go. Looking at the fireworks going off as we come in. Looking good. $1,000 to go. Yeah. Checklist can wait. 800 feet. $500. I have control.
400.
Get a little bit of a tailwind. That's fine.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, that was rough. Reversers are on. I don't know why I don't get the reverser on number one. I'm gonna have to look into that. It's 90 knots. Hey Wayne. 60 knots, reversers off. Manual braking. Happy New Year to you. And welcome to Las Vegas. And as you can see, we've got fireworks going off all over the place here. Alright, we're going to cross over. The flap speed brakes can disarm. Cross over 26 right. And as mentioned, we're going to take Bravo. I think that is this one here. Yep. I'm going to take this all the way down to the cargo stand, or cargo apron. So as we're taxiing up, we'll get those lights off, get that one on, and wing lights and strobes can come off. And we'll keep on taxiing in. The airline did. I actually did fly over fireworks once. I was coming back from Boston to the Toronto area when I was flying, and over New York State. It was nighttime and they had fireworks going off. Ooh, that's pretty. You can see the shells going up and as they're launching. That is fantastic. Really see them see them going off there. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to carry on Bravo here all the way down to the end. Again, that is where the cargo parking is, and we're going to park in, oh, I don't know. It's called AC4, if I can find it. Sorry, just stifling a big sneeze there. Kevin, how you doing? Are you on your way down now? Yeah, wasn't paying attention on that landing there, and altitude got me. I keep forgetting we're sit so high. Thought I had a little bit more room than I actually did. Anyway, we're heading all the way down to Romeo. And we'll turn in. There's the apron there. All right, this will be Romeo coming up. A little fast. Let's get her slowed down. You can see the mountains in the distance there as the fireworks are going off. Let's get her around the corner. We might take the drone out to Vegas, take a look at the fireworks. This is done by the same guys that do the Aurora up in the north there when you get up into the Arctic. So it's pretty cool. And it does it a lot of the major cities, on a lot of the holidays. So national holidays in certain places, you'll see them going off and stuff, which is really neat. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going up to number 4 here. I see it. No idea what this is called, which is why I haven't called for GSX or anything. This is the parking spot we're going to, though. Alright, let's get her turned in. A rather big airplane for this parking spot, but that's where they wanted us. As the fireworks continue off in the distance. I'm going to pull the nose right up to the edge here. There we go. I can drive underneath it. Shut down the engines. And we are back in the cockpit. Alright, parking brake is on. Let's get the dome lights on so we can see what we're doing here. And we are good for parking and shutdown. So parking brake is set. APU is off. Anti-ice is all coming off. There we go. Ground power is available. We'll have them hook it up. We don't have to worry about heating and stuff in the aircraft for today. Engine bleeds are coming off. And fuel control levers are shut down for all 4 engines. Hydraulic pumps are off. Turn those off as well. Fuel pumps are off. Windshield heat is off. Beacon light is done. We'll leave the logo and nav lights on. Taxi light is off. We can release the guys in the back. Flight directors are off. Transponder is set to standby. And we are good to exit the aircraft. Alright, so that's going to do it. We'll get a view here of the fireworks over the town as we wait for Kevin to come in. But it's been a long day, long flight, almost 12 hours. So we're going to call it here. And hope you all have a very merry new year. And have a great 2024. We'll be back tomorrow in Japan at 1930 Zulu. See you. Whoa, that was huge. See you then, everybody. Bye for now.